Aresia. Aresia was a rogue misandrist Amazon who was determined to purge every male from the planet. She also is the adoptive sister of Diana. Aresia was a deeply misandric villain of the Justice League. History. When she was a young girl, Aresia's country, likely to be Casnia, was ravaged by war. In order to escape the chaos, the girl and her mother fled aboard a cargo ship. During the ship's journey, pirates attacked the vessel, raided the ship for all the goods and supplies that were aboard, before opening fire on the ship and destroying it. Aresia was the only other person who survived the attack apart from the ship's captain, a man. She was barely conscious, and held onto a shard of the wooden ship. The ship's captain took Aresia and swam her to safety on the shores of Themyscira. This valiant effort came at the cost of his own life. He suffered a fatal heart attack as a result of the strain put on his heart. Hippolyta found Aresia and the captain on the beach. She buried the noble captain, the only man ever buried on Themyscira, but kept his existence a secret because she didn't think the captain was important enough to be mentioned. After these events, Aresia was adopted by the Amazon queen who raised her to adulthood along with Diana. While on the island, she was magically endowed with Amazon strength and was taught in Amazon fighting techniques. However, Aresia learnt misandric philosophies from Hippolyta, especially taking to the idea of men not being necessary. As part of Aresia's final training and tests to truly become an Amazon was to live by herself in complete solitude, presumably to reflect upon whether or not she truly wanted to become an Amazon and truly renounce any ties to the outside world. During that time, no Amazon was allowed to come check up on or talk with her. While in the tower, Aresia took this time to read books she had somehow acquired from the outside world about biology, chemistry and magic, which allowed her to form her plan to exterminate men from the world. How she left the tower and traveled to the outside world is unknown. Aresia took up the members of the then-defunct Injustice Gang, sans the lunatic Joker, the turned traitor Ultrahumanite, and Cheetah, while recruiting a new female member, Tsukuri. The villains broke into a Gotham biotech facility where they stole a vial with a plant sample inside. As they were leaving, they were intercepted by Batman, who single-handedly defeated the supervillains and confronted Aresia. She managed to surprise him with her Amazonian strength and threw him across the hall, which knocked him out. Next, she infected Superman with an allergen she developed to target only males. Aresia developed more of the allergen, with what she had the gang steal, and proceeded to infect the city's population, leaving only the female firefighters, police officers, paramedics, and whatever job was required of them to take over. The first guinea pigs of the experiment were Injustice Gang members Shade, Copperhead and Solomon Grundy, though they have been cured to join other anti-Justice League organizations. Right before Aresia began setting her master plan to action, the unaffected Wonder Woman and Hawkgirl came to confront Aresia, Star Sapphire and Tsukuri. She kidnapped Hippolyta as so her adoptive sister wouldn't attack her and offered both heroines to join in her plan, but they refused. After the two groups fought and hers temporarily escaped into the plane, her adoptive mother told Aresia how she would not have been alive if not for a man. Nevertheless, she chalked it up to the fact that he was only one man and proceeded with her master plan. During a pitched battle aboard a jet that is the key to the entire operation, gassing the whole world with the anti-male toxin using missiles, Star Sapphire was flung into the ocean. Shortly before the plane was about to crash into the ocean, Tsukuri jettisoned the ship and escaped using a jetpack. Aresia died with her twisted schemes when the plane exploded and sunk in the vast ocean. Background information. Aresia's episode, Fury, is titled after two DC Comics characters that went by the name of Fury. The first version was Hippolyta Lyda Trevor, an Amazon and daughter of the Golden Age Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor. The second incarnation was Helena Kosmatos, a young Greek girl whose parents were murdered by the Nazis when they occupied Greece, while her brother collaborated with them. After the Crisis on Infinite Earths event, Lyda's history was retconned and was now Helena's daughter as a result. She made a pact with the Furies to become the host of the Fury Tisiphone and murdered her brother. She fought alongside Hippolyta during World War II, who was traveling through time as Wonder Woman. Helena eventually made her way to Themyscira and was made an honorary Amazon. The character of Aresia bears traits of both incarnations. Rich Fogel stated on Aresia, "I think that Aresia is one of our more interesting and original villains. Her hatred of men drives fury." Aresia's name is likely meant to be a feminine version of Ares, the Greek god of war and brute strength. Powers and abilities. Aresia was magically endowed with Amazon strength and durability by Hippolyta, apparently being more powerful than most Amazons but slightly weaker than Wonder Woman, whom Aresia nearly defeated in single combat. She also has undergone exclusive Amazonian training, which provided her expertise in hand-to-hand combat. Aresia is possibly a genius in the fields of biology, chemistry and magic, which she used to figure out how to make a disease that affected only males of any species on a planet-wide level. It even was effective on males of alien origin, such as Kryptonians and Martians. She also prepared several tactics in case of emergency or failure in her plan. Powers and abilities. Powers. Aresia was a normal human female, however her time on Themyscira, the Amazons endowed her with Amazon strength and abilities. Superhuman strength. Aresia was strong enough she could easily fight Wonder Woman and grapple with Superman, albeit briefly. Superhuman durability. Superhuman agility. Abilities. Hand-to-hand combat, advanced. Other characteristics. Misandry. Aresia hated men so much, her ultimate goal was total male genocide. Paraphernalia. Equipment. Bracelets of submission. If you want to support me, check out my Patreon at https://www.patreon.com/Kayashin. I tend to polls that decide important plot stuff in my P at Trian. Many thanks to my awesome patrons. Ben Phillips.
If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later, bye bye.